Hello everybody, it's Suffolkblue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Hello, I've got a cape. I've no idea where it came from. I've no idea why. I don't really know what it is. It's just appeared on my character. I have no idea where that came from at all. But thanks very much Minecraft, because I'm assuming that's where it's come from. Welcome back to another episode of the Tag of the BT Minecraft Let's Play series. It is coming up to evening, I would assume. Yeah, we're not far off evening. Let's go and... what should we do? Well, we'll make a start anyway. Welcome back. As you remember, last time I was describing to you a problem. We had a Java crash issue, which also ended up being a disaster with the backups, because two of my backups failed, which meant that I was pushed back in time. Almost as if I went to 88 miles an hour in a DeLorean. Look it up, kids. Basically what happened is we'd lost everything, and I said I'd go away and rebuild. So that's what I've done. So let me go over here. As you would expect, I've rebuilt as best I can. These are not identical, okay? These are not identical to the previous ones. I actually built the house one over from the wrong direction, so the house sort of put me off kilter exactly where I was, but I've managed to make the best of it. So here is the house. We've got our thatching roof on, we've got our extension, we've got our chimney with our real fire inside. Exactly, that looks pretty much exactly the same as the other one, to be fair, although I haven't gone back to using redwood because I have not tackled chopping down either one of these trees again, because that was an enormous amount of work that I lost. But as you can see inside, slightly different design fireplace. If you go and have a look at the video before the crash, you'll see that that is slightly different. I prefer that because of that cobblestone effect. Haven't put the doors in here yet, but we will do. And obviously upstairs is as you would expect. Alright, got our windows in. Haven't put our bed or furniture in here yet, but I wanted to sort of get back to the main episodes again because we were facing an issue with this. So there's the house. The house is in, and as you can see, I've also put in place all the way along here. I've put in back the farm's actual footprint. I also went a bit further and went all the way out to the coast this end. So this actually comes all the way out to the very bottom of this start of this lake, of this estuary, I suppose. I think it's a lake, actually, if the truth be told, this one. So yes, I put that in. Haven't put anything else in yet. Haven't built anything else. And then we have this, the dairy. Here are our moo cows. Let's get out there a little. Here they come, little herd. Here they come. Here they come. Plenty of moo cows. They're brilliant for our dairy herd. They're going to be fine. They'll all grow up. It's going to be great. Here is the dairy bit. Alright. Same principle as the previous original one. I have micro-blocked it though. So we've used still this square tile cobblestone. I love that for a roofing material, by the way. It looks really good, like slate. We've put in around some micro-blocking around that glass frame, just to make that pop out a little bit. I think that adds a lot of texture to that white, blank canvas. If not, it's a bit too white if you leave it with just the glass. So that worked for me. We've obviously put in place our lights outside and our aluminium part, and we've also done a little bit of stonework paneling. This is not the same as Tudor paneling. I hope it doesn't look that anyway. This is supposed to look like a paneling along here with the cobble, but I thought that just, again, it breaks up, and from a distance I think it just breaks up that really harsh white exterior if you're not careful. Going back to the realism of everything I was doing, let's just eat up here. One of the things I wanted to put in place was some hygiene, so I did. And in here we have a Mr. Crayfish. Whoops, let's get off that, see if we can take off. There we go. We've got a Mr. Crayfish shower head, and these are fantastic. They produce water without actually having to produce any water. Alright. And under here again we've got our sewers back in the same way that we had before. You can see that in here as well I've carried the aluminium all the way through. This is supposed to be our sterile milking environment, yeah? So this is the clean bit, which is why the cows are being, you know, properly cleaned before they... Are you going to come in here? You going to come in here? Hello? Hello? Yeah, there we go. So the cows come through, they get milked there, and then they get spat out the other end, and I'm actually washing them as they go through the system. Alright, again, it's all about hygiene. It's just roleplay. You don't need to do that, of course, but it's just because that's how I want my dairy milk. I want my milk to be clean, fresh, and organic. Beautiful. So there's the working end of our dairy. You can see the roofing. You can see how it all still fits together exactly the same way as the original one did. And obviously we've also got our tanks over here. which I will show you the inside, because I have amended the inside. I've also put in this hedging, which interestingly says these are oak leaves, when they definitely don't look like oak leaves to me. They look like spruce to me, so I'm not really sure why. Come here. Thank you. I'm not really sure why they're saying oak leaves when they're clearly spruce. Oh, I know I shouldn't have. Shall I go and sleep and show you this in the morning? Let's go and have a quick kip, because I want lots to show you, and I don't really want to have to keep fighting these mobs all the way. Let's just shut that door. Oh, so much work though. It's taken quite a few days to get back to this stage. It's amazing how much you do in an episode without really knowing it, but when you sit down to actually repeat what you've done, it's actually really difficult. I had to keep going back to my original videos to try and get a feel of what I was designing. So I can certainly appreciate how difficult it can be to build a replicate from a video, but it is possible. So let's go back over here. So these are our milk silos. These are our milk towers, our tanks, and these have got tanks in there, the same as the ones that we did before. Let me just show you the inside. We have also named our dairies, and I like to name these things after subscribers, so I thought I'd carry on that trend. Obviously we've got Greens Grocers, we've got Pots Coffee Pots, we've got Powley 52 in the potion shop. Well, this dairy is dedicated to one of my subscribers who always comments on my videos and says some nice things and gives me the support. So this is DBZ Dairies, which is named after DBZ Minecrafter, who is one of my subscribers. So thank you, man, for all your support, for your comments and all the support you've given me. That's really appreciative. So this is your dairy industry, man. You're in charge of milk. Let me also just quickly talk to you about the microblocking outside. You see, again, for texture, we've used the brickwork to pull that forward. It's quite an effective way of doing it. If you've got stark colour differences, so if you've got a pale grey or a grey, to sort of shove in a hard red like brick really does make it pop forward. Same with the wood. I wanted to make the wood is the transition between the grey and the red, so it's sort of a darker wood. I could have used a lighter wood, but it didn't look quite as good. So you can see the sort of effect that gives. It's a colourful effect, and it sort of looks as if this brick is supporting the roof a little bit. I could have made these microblocks pop out a bit more, so it was a bit more bulkier and more substantial, but I think that looks pretty effective to me. Let me know what you think of the comments. We've also done a run along the bottom of the building, again, just to make that pull forward, with a little bit of microblocking just underneath the window, again, just to give a bit of detail, bit of texture, where otherwise it would just be a plain brick block. These, can I just say, these little nooks, if you don't know this, glowstone nooks produce light in the same way as glowstone. So by having these teeny tiny little nooks, you really do end up with a lot of light. You can also put them underground and place a dirt cover over the top. You still get light. It's pretty clever. But it does mean that you don't get that real harshness of a torch. Because these torches can be pretty, they're in your face. I wanted to use them around the house and the farm, but they are very much in your face. You can't miss them, really. Let's go inside and have a look at what we've done. Obviously also microblocked around the front, made this doorway a little more substantial, microblocked up and around the window as well. You see I've done that glass window thing again, where I take two glass slabs, make an L shape, and then fill in the gap with a single brick pillar. Yeah, we did the same thing on the greenhouses. Alright, so let's go inside DBZ Dairies, and let's have a look in here. So straight away you can see that I've already started to microblock in a little bit of detail work. Again, we're going for an industry feel inside this room. This room is really the shop, almost. It's the place where cheese is going to be made and butter. We're not going to do that automatically, certainly. Those would have to be handmade. But we would be able to have our cheeses, our dairy, our cream, all stored here. And our milk, and our ice cream. That's the other thing we've got to have from here as well, is an ice cream bit where we're storing that. You can see with plenty of lights in here. The microblocking then, again, didn't want to do another similar ironwork to what I did over in the greenhouse, and I'll show you that again in a second just to show you the comparison. This is using iron blocks. It's quite an expensive microblock because they're quite thick, but we have plenty of iron, so it's not a problem. Again, it's about substantial joints, so thicker joints at the wall, and if you can imagine, this is almost holding up, bracing itself between the two external walls to hold up the roof. That's what these are here for. That's why they exist, to give that look and feel. And if we compare that to the ironwork that we did over in Victorian land over here in the red brick Victorian stuff, you see that the work has been a little bit more, this one over here is more thinner, it's a lighter frame because it's glass, it's not holding up brick in that sense, although glass is pretty damn heavy. If we go up and have a look, you can see that we've got a really lightweight frame, almost like girders with holes in them, yeah? That's what we did over here, with a really sort of, not rusted necessarily, but a slightly more worn looking material. Over in the ice cream shop and dairy, I wanted that to be more modern in terms of its look and feel, so I decided to go with a different material. We went with iron, that really sort of stark and really bright metallic look. So that's what we went for. Simple brown doors. These are carpenter's doors, so I could paint them with spruce wood to make them dark and brown. But there we go. Very substantial on there. Alright, these doors here, if you like, lead to the processing room, to the pumping room. And I have done some work in here. Okay, these are, behind these panels here, these hollow panels, are the autonomous activators that we used last time. Now if you remember, if you go back and have a look at that video, there was an awful lot of visible pipe work in this room, and it looked a bit cluttered and it looked a bit tight, and I wasn't very happy with it. So I decided to mess it around a little bit and just rework it. So if you look here, you can see we've got, these are now in line rather than being out of sync, and I'll explain how I've done that in a second. But yeah, so the actual pipes are hidden away behind some of this sort of ducting to make it look a little bit more, or A, to make it a little bit more clean and tidy inside and give a bit more space, but also to make it look a bit more efficient as a process. I love these. Look at this. I can now see inside the tank. These are carpenter's blocks. So what you can see here, these autonomous activators, rather than pumping out straight up from the wall, I turned them 90 degrees to the right, and that allowed me to pump into a slightly bigger tank. That meant that I could keep them in line with everybody and still get that gap outside. Alright, but you can see that we've got the milk in that one, and this one is slightly fuller because there's actually a pipe leading away from this tank. This tank is feeding, oops, another tank. Let's not get caught on that. But I thought that was a nice little touch because it does allow you to see the milk in the system building up. So there's our tank of milk, 7,500. And this here is the autonomous activator doing that. So again, the cows are milked here. The milk bucket goes through this pipe, under the floor, up into this autonomous activator. Oops, get off. Empties that into the tank. The empty bucket then goes up here into a pipe, into a chest there, and back down into this autonomous activator here. So it's a loop is all it is. It's just a loop that does this constantly every time a cow comes through, but we're obviously able to take off that beautiful white milk. So this is our dairy room. Now I want to talk to you about this window. This window's off centre. Or at least that's what it looks like. The important thing here is it's a bit of an optical illusion, because really this, from the outside, this looks absolutely even. There are two bricks here, and there's actually two bricks there. One is the external corner wall, but from the outside it looks absolutely even. From inside, of course, you end up with a 3 over there and a 1 over there. But it's sort of an illusion, really. As I say, the outside, it absolutely balances, and it looks absolutely normal. Nothing wrong with it at all. And I'll show you as around here, okay? We've also micro-blocked that window too. Same room, same window, looks absolutely even outside, completely off-centre inside. Alright, so there we go, there's the catch-up, that's where we are. Took such a long time. There's a little bit more to this though. Over on this tank here, if I dig really quickly here, and here, there is a pipe that leads from the bottom of our milk tank and goes a very long way in that direction. And it's actually going to coffee pots. That's where this is going. Let's just put that dirt back. Oh, whoops. Marvellous. So that pipe travels underground all the way over here. All the way over, underneath the factory, to here. And this is where we're bringing that pipe through. And I'll show you for why. If I open up this door, this is back into coffee pots. Alright. Let's go over here and go down. Go on. Go on. There we go. The pipe of milk from our tank all the way down the back there is where our pipe comes out. We brought it all the way through the cellar, all the way up into and undo, next door to the redstone furnace, which is fine, into a portable tank, which means that I have now in coffee pots, anytime I want one, I have now in coffee pots a milk dispenser, and in there is 8,000 millibuckets of milk. So if I wanted to make, I don't know, a cup, I can't make a tea or anything at the moment, I could make a coffee I suppose or something. If I wanted to make, I've got some milk already here as well, if I wanted to make a cup, I can simply grab a bucket, grab some milk, make the tea, and this automatically will refill from the dairy. So it's an automatic, continually refilling milk dispenser here in coffee pots. So that makes getting milk really easy. What we haven't got, of course, here at the moment is a water dispenser. And that's something I'm going to have to look at, I think, because what I might do is move one of these out and actually put a portable tank in here and an aqueous accumulator out into the water over there and pull that forward. So we've actually got water and milk coming into coffee pots. But this milk is coming all the way from the dairy, and that means we have a continuous supply of milk. So I can now have my coffee and tea every episode in peace. Beautiful. So what are we going to do today? Well, after that little explanation, I've no idea how long I've gabbled on for, probably about half the time. What we're going to look at first and foremost is I want to make one of these. I want to make some freezers. So we need to go over this direction and go and collect snow, because what we're going to need to do is come over here and go and dig up some snow. We need some snowballs. We both need snowballs not only to make the freezer unit, but also to power the freezer units as well, because you need to use snow and ice in order to make those work. And what we're going to look at today is beginning to create a way of making some of the more dairy products from milk. We've got some salt and stuff as well, but we want to make some dairy. Let's just grab some snowballs. I don't know how much is here actually. I don't want to dig up too much dirt. Hello, Mr. Pig. Out the way, please. I'm collecting snow. Whoops. Well, he didn't move. Can't be helped. These things happen. How much have we got? I've got loads of snow. Okay. So we need to get a better supply of snowballs. We might have to make a snow golem farm if we wanted to have that for much longer. We could probably make that beneath the dairy, actually, and trap all those snowballs and get them back. A little bit of lag here as the system now begins to build in our farm and all our trees, and lots of lag coming from our little area now. We'll be okay. It looks really pretty. I'm really pleased with this area. It looks really good. I hate my house, but that's coming. As we know, sometime in the new year I'm going to get round to doing that. That might be project number 1. We could really do with getting a cup of tea or coffee after all that cold, couldn't we? So I'm going to get one. Because I can now. We want to make I want a coffee. I can't remember how to make coffee. Coffee with milk. We need to make some coffee, which is a mug, coffee dust, and sugar. I haven't made any coffee dust in here, have I? No, but we want a coffee bean. We need a coffee grinder. We do that and that, I think, or that and that. Coffee dust. Thank you very much. Did I shut the door? Yes, I did. Let's put that back. And so we've got our coffee dust. I need a mug and I need some sugar. And there we go. Coffee dust, sugar, a mug, I think. Copy. I need a kettle. It's a lot of work to making a single cup of coffee around here, isn't there? Yeah, I need a hot kettle and a milk. Let's go. See, now, this is the problem. I don't have any water in here. So we are going to put something in here. Oh, for heaven's sake. Go away. Go away. Idiots. Or do I need a water bucket? Oh, I need a water bucket, don't I? Is that a water bucket? Cannot remember. How do I make a full kettle these days? Coffee, filled kettle. Oh, it is water. Oh, we have to do that. Okay. So, have I got any spare buckets? I don't. Let's go and get one. All this fuss. I thought getting milk in was going to make getting a coffee in an episode easier. I'll have to make some in demand, on supply even. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. And we want that. Let's go and get some water. Oh, creep up. Thank you. Don't you blow up in my lake. Yeah, we're going to have to put a water supply in here, definitely. Right, so then we take, oops, that, and that to get a full kettle. We then have to put that full kettle in our furnace, heat that up. Let's get our milk bucket. And our hot filled kettle. Here. One of those. One of those. One of those. Nice cup of coffee. Ah, lovely. Put that back. Put our full kettle back. Put our buckets back. So actually I could show you, well, you probably know what I mean, but let me go and get a bucket of milk then. And we can do the same thing with water, of course. Just there. Whoops. As you can see, straight back to 8,000, and we have milk. Brilliant. Let's put that back in there. Fantastic. Lovely cup of coffee. Thank you very much. Out the door. Any more for any more? No? Okay. Freezer unit. Let's go and make one. What do we need? Am I going to need cobble and such like, I wonder? Right. Freezer. Well, a couple of these, really. So we just need cobblestone. Oh, and a bucket. Okay, well, we know we've got iron over here. Let's go and grab that. Come here. I need buckets. Cobblestone. I'm going to need you. And snowballs we have. So let's just make... I want to make 1, 2, 3... Probably 4 of these if I can. 4. Pop. Do I have any more cobble knocking about the place? Loads of cobble. Okay, and I want to do that. 4. Thank you very much. So now we've got our freezer. Let's get that over to the dairy. Down we come. Now in here, I'm probably going to put these. Milk's going to come in this end. Storage I think is going to be over this side for the ice creams and such like. But the actual making of it is probably going to be here. Let's do that. Because it makes it look like a double freezer. Don't want to block the window. We can then put in snowballs into each of these to act a bit like coal, really. Good, good, good. And then if we wanted to have frozen milk, I need to make a tray, don't I? Yeah, because I need these ice chunks. So we have to make an ice tray, which is, again, a water bucket with some glass. All of this for ice cream. It's crazy. Let's go and get a bucket. Have I got some iron on me? Oh, rubbish, I did. Okay. Come here. I don't know how many chunks we get out of each one of these before they break, or if they break at all. We'll do a couple to start with. I've got no glass on me at the moment. Where's my glass? Any in here? I need to empty these out. Aha, no, that's a tank. Aha, glass. Marvellous. I need water in these buckets. Go and grab some water from over here. Hopefully not get attacked by the skeleton. Bop, bop, up, up, up. Marvellous. I knew I was going to do that. Just wash the floor. What do I need? Oh, I haven't got a workbench in here yet either. We need to get both a food bench and a workbench. I could take this one to do that though. Bump, 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 and then... Oops. That way around, or that way around? Oh, it can only be a certain type of glass. Oh, I have to chisel it then. Oh, that's rubbish. Chisel, 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 chisel. Chisel, chisel, chisel. That one, that one, that one, and that one. And we go one of those, and whoop, whoop, whoop. No. Oh, I wonder if it's got to be in a food one. Oh. Definitely need to make some more stuff. Some food crafting benches and ordinary crafting benches because... Oh my god, wrong way. Let's go this way. I wonder how you get in. How do you get up here? Go away. Good heavens. Right. So if I go 1 and go 1, 2, 3. 2 of them. So we get 2. Let's do the other one as well then. 1, 2, 3. 4. Let's get a bucket of milk as well because we're going to need that. And let's take, just for this time, we'll have to make another one. Let's take a worktop over here as well. As I say, we'll have to make another worktop anyway. And we might just replace that one. So let's just take this over here. And let's also take, let's not take that in there, that might confuse me. If I take that worktop in there, I'll end up trying to make it on there. There we go. Worktop can go in the middle here. Makes sense. What have I got to do? Put this in here? Yes! Look, bubbles. And it's cold with frosty and bits of snow. And how many chunks do you make? 5 chunks! Good heavens, that's quite a lot. I need another one though. 10. So here we go, 10 chunks. So what was frozen milk? Okay, so we want milk in the middle, which makes cheese. And let's just do that. Frozen milk. So now we've got frozen milk. Let's have a look and see how we can make strawberry ice cream. Must be able to make strawberry ice cream. Dipped in hot chocolate? No. Strawberry ice cream. Oh, good lord. So we need butter, sugar, 2 strawberries and frozen milk. So what we really need is 2 butters, 2 strawberries and 4 sugar. Let's go and get some. I just want to get some ice cream. I just want ice cream. So I can say that I've actually made some ice cream. Although we haven't made any cones, going to need to make some cones. And we need 2 strawberries from over here, I hope. Hello. Morning, Mr. Green. I need strawberries, 2 of them, please. Thank you. Thank you. 2 of those. And we're going to need some butter. So we're going to need some more milk, actually. We can get that from... I want sugar as well. All of that we can get from coffee pots. Let's go and get some sugar. 4 sugar. 4 sugar. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need... Now, 4... butter. Does it just... Oh, it's sugar again. Why would you have sugared butter? Surely that should be salt. But you need... So we need... milk bucket. We need... 1, 2... So that automatically refills, which is great. Oh no, and I've left the... My worktops over the other side again. Sugar. I'll just take a load of sugar over there. Come on, I want some ice cream. So all we're doing today is just making ice cream. It's taking me so long to get a dairy. Oh, we're hungry as well, which means I can actually eat my ice cream. Ice cream. Here we go. Close that. Right, we've got milk. Yes. Oh, I'm going to need more milk, I suppose, aren't I, in a minute? Let's put that there, which is currently cheese. With sugar, though, becomes sweetened butter, which would taste disgusting. So, oops. Butter. Right, so we've got butter. Ice cream. Ooh. That one you need a cone with, I suppose. Yeah. And got one. So, from here, okay, so we want one there, one there. One there, one there. One there, one there, one there, one there. And then frozen milk in the middle. Strawberry ice cream. Ready? Oh. Love strawberry ice cream. So there we go. We're making ice cream. So, what else are we going to have in here? I'm going to get some chests together, I think. I'd like to create a little bit of an ice-looking chest. I might use... Let's have a look here. Let's look at chests. Chests. Something like a reinforced... that's reinforced iron. That looks pretty cool, but it's emerald. Something like... I mean, diamond looks really cool, but that's... I think that's quite expensive, isn't it? Oh my heavens, you need loads. So actually, if we go to reinforced iron, what do you need for that? An ordinary chest. Block of iron? You mad? Block of iron. Gold one's a block of gold. That's cheaper, actually. I don't know. We'll have some chests. We might just have ordinary chests. And then what I'll do is if I get some ice blocks and cut them up so they end up being like ice strips of ice, like that. And then we can actually make the chests look a little bit cold. And then inside there we can store all of our ice creams. We have ice cream. We're making ice cream. I need to make some more food banks. So anyway, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the main point of this whole episode, is to say, yes, I have managed to fix the Java related issue. Thanks for your patience. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It went terribly wrong, but we are at least back on form. What we're going to be doing next time? Well, I'm going to carry on and do a little bit of this furniture work and get these back up to scratch and get this in here. The next thing I want to work on really is actually the sewer farm over here, or the sewage water treatment plant. I have already put in, this obviously is the sewers which go all the way back to the dairy, all the way over here. These are the pipes which are hopefully packed full of sewage, and they are. These are going to come all the way through here, and we're going to look at starting to build and map out a sewage treatment farm, which is both going to treat the sewage, turn it into fertilizer for us, which we are then going to use for our cotton farm, which is going to be as part of our farm here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your patience. Really sorry about the whole delay and everything. Bit of a nightmare, but we managed to get it fixed in the end. I'll take a screenie here, which will be good for our... Actually, I want more cows, more dairy. There we go. Thanks very much for your patience. Thanks for watching. Please, if you've liked this, give a like. It's taken so much work to put me back up to where I was before, but I'm glad I'm here. If you've got any comments, please leave a comment as always. Obviously, DBZ, I hope you're very happy with your dairy. It is your business, my man. Your business is the production of ice cream. It's a key business in my town. Thanks very much for watching. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.